What is Tabata training? By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what to do. Tabata training was developed by a guy in Tokyo named Izuma Tabata. He was a PhD at one of the colleges there, and what he discovered was a very efficient way to exercise to increase your VO2 max and your functional threshold power. And how it works is this. It's only 4 minutes of exercise, if you can believe that. But what you have to do is you have to work very hard. Now you pick one exercise, and what you'll do is you'll go as hard as you can for 20 seconds. Then you'll give yourself 10 seconds rest. Then you'll go again hard for 20 seconds, and then 10 seconds rest. And you'll repeat this process for 4 minutes. Now, there are many ways to do this. You could use squats, you could use push-ups, you could use jump rope, but the whole point is you have to be full gas when you're doing those 20 seconds. And those 10 seconds has to be rest. What ends up happening is those 10 seconds where you're resting, your cardiovascular system really can't catch up. So what ends up happening is it becomes harder and harder as the minutes go by. Now I'm going to tell you my experience with Tabata training. And this is just me personally. This is extremely hard to do. It is the worst 4 minutes of your life. And in fact, the funny part is when you think about it, when you do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, the last 10 seconds of the Tabata training is actually technically rest. So from a workload perspective, I actually have to mentally, in my mind, tell myself that it's only 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Because if I think it's 4 minutes, I don't think I could handle that mentally. Sometimes I've done exercises where I do this and I start having a little bit of anxiety before I start the session because I know it is going to be so bloody hard. So I will use it on my bicycle. Now, what I do is I'll go out into a grass field, and I do this for cyclocross. I don't do this on the street because I don't want any cars or traffic around me because it is a little bit dangerous. Sometimes when I've trained this hard, by the time you're done, I mean, you could hardly see, and you're breathing so heavily, your heart rate is so high that you kind of think, I need to stop and sit down, that type of thing. So what I'll do is I'll go into a grass field, I'll use my cyclocross bike, and I will hit the button on my Wahoo element, and I have to have the numbers literally this big because after a couple minutes you can't see. So the thing is that you do a sprint as hard as you can for 20 seconds. When that buzzer goes off, you just kind of pedal easily, and then when that 20 seconds happens again, you just go for it. It is the hardest exercise that I've ever done. It's important, if you're going to try this, to make sure you're in excellent shape to begin with. Secondly, you don't want to put yourself in any danger. So what that means is if you're going to do squats, for example, and you're going to have a barbell on top of your shoulders, this is an extremely difficult exercise, and I would not recommend that because if you pass out or you kind of lose your balance or something like that, you don't want weight on top of your spine. I've seen injuries. I've had patients try this exercise and they didn't do well. They did not do the exercise based on my recommendation, by the way. They just did it. There's some gyms here in town that are starting to do it, and people are not getting doctors okay, and it's not for everyone. But if you want to do this, that's how you do it. It's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. And it's only 3 minutes and 50 seconds long, technically speaking. So if you have any comments, let me know in the comment section. If you've tried this exercise, let us know in the comment section how you did it, how you survived it, what the benefits were. Let me know what your opinions are. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you become a Patreon, and the link's down below, you can ask me a question and I'll make a video just for you.